In this video we will go over how the 10 Commandments of the Most High were already in place before the stone tablets on Mount Sinai. Most Christians today are deceived into believing that the 10 Commandments were only for the Jews, but the Scriptures proves otherwise. The 10 Commandments are holy and eternal, and those who are true servants of the Most High, and has a personal relationship with Him, and know Him, will keep them out of obedience. 1 John chapter 2 verse 3 tells us, "And hereby we do know that we know Him, if we keep His commandments." Let's begin.
Thou shalt have no other gods before me. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord.
We clearly see how God will execute judgment upon those who worships other gods, by smiting all firstborns in the land of Egypt. James chapter 2 verse 26, "For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also."
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And God said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel and dwell there, and make there an altar unto God that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, Put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto God, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears, and Jacob hid them under the oak which was by Shechem.
We can see that Jacob understood this and the first commandment, long before the Mount of Sinai and the stone tablets, and that it was important to get rid of graven images and idols, and to only serve and worship the true living God. Matthew chapter 19 verse 17, "If thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments."
Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, It may be that my sons have sinned, and cursed God in their hearts. Thus did Job continually.
Job was worried about his sons had cursed God in their hearts. And to curse God in our hearts is truly to take the Lord's name in vain. John chapter 14 verse 21. "He that hath my commandments, and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him."
Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said, Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe that ye will seethe, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the seventh day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the seventh day for to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws?
This commandment begins with the word remember. If we look up this word, we are told, have in, or be able to bring to one's mind, an awareness of, someone or something that one has seen, known, or experienced in the past. And if we are told to remember the Sabbath, then it means it was already in place before God commanded it on the stone tablets at Mount Sinai. Yea, the Sabbath commandment were already in place at the creation week at the seventh day, which God sanctified, blessed, and hallowed for everyone who calls themselves a child of the Most High, to keep holy throughout all eternity. John chapter 15 verse 10, If ye keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love.
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. And that Jacob obeyed his father and his mother, and was gone to Padan Aram.
Clearly Jacob obeyed his parents, which is to honor them. John chapter 14 verse 15, If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Thou shalt not kill. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive.
It was the anger of Cain, which led to his murder of Abel. And we clearly also see that the midwives would not kill the men children. Revelation chapter 22 verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. And it came to pass after these things, that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, Lie with me. But he refused, and said unto his master's wife, Behold, my master wotteth not what is with me in the house, and he hath committed all that he hath to my hand. There is none greater in this house than I, neither hath he kept back anything from me, but thee, because thou art his wife. How then can I do this great wickedness, and sin against God?
So we know that Joseph acknowledged that breaking the seventh commandment was to commit sin. James chapter 2 verse 17 to 18. Even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
Thou shalt not steal. So shall my righteousness answer for me in time to come, when it shall come for my hire before thy face. Every one that is not speckled and spotted among the goats, and brown among the sheep, that shall be counted stolen with me.
Clearly we see that Jacob understood that one are not to steal, when he negotiated salary with Laban. Revelation chapter 14 verse 12, Here is the patience of the saints, here are they that keep the commandments of God, and the faith of Jesus.
Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. My lips shall not speak wickedness, nor my tongue utter deceit. And if it be not so now, who will make me a liar, and make my speech nothing worth?
It is clear Job knew that speaking wickedness and deceit was already a sin before the stone tablets on Mount Sinai. Psalms 40 verse 8. I delight to do thy will, O my God, yea, thy law is within my heart.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands, and rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50s, and rulers of 10s.
This commandment were broken ever since Eve coveted the forbidden fruit, that God commanded them not to eat. But also how Moses' father-in-law told him how to hate covetousness. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, fear God, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So, it is clear from these scriptures, that the 10 Commandments already were in place, known, and understood by the patriarchs of the Old Testament, before Moses received the stone tablets from God on Mount Sinai. And as we know, the Most High put a blessing and a curse in Deuteronomy chapter 11 verse 26 to 28. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse, a blessing, if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day. And a curse, if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God, but turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, to go after other gods, which ye have not known. The blessing is for the children of obedience, who shall inherit the kingdom. And the curse is for the children of disobedience, who shall not inherit the kingdom. God bless you all.